Welcome to My President Trump. My name is Tim. I'm the host. Today is August 26th. John McCain passed away yesterday. We want to give our condolences to his family. He was a great and patriotic American. Also, last week, several other things happened. Two members of the president's campaign and his attorney were pled guilty. Let's think about that for a second. Donald Trump has been president for less than 2 years. The Democrats in the Justice Department and the Democratic Party and the Democrats in the media have championed the fact that the president has been investigated and people around him have been indicted. Donald Trump was legally elected, and instead of offering a better candidate or better policies, the Democrats have indicted the people around him. So if that's the way we're going to do politics in America, kind of like a third world country to where you lose and then you charge the other people with crimes. If you want to get into politics now, you risk going to prison. You're more likely to end up in court for supporting the president than you are selling drugs on your street corner. How is that going to make America better? The idea in a democracy is that you debate issues. You run candidates, and those candidates implement policies. The president has cut regulations that's led to record employment. He's cut taxes that have led to record employment. Best employment for African Americans in American history. They're indicting everyone around him and gleefully trying to impeach him. The best employment for women since the 1970s. Let's indict everyone around the president. The Democrats aren't running on giving you a better job. The Democrats aren't running on getting black people out of poverty. They're running to prosecute everyone around the president. They're making it a crime to be a Republican. They want to make it a crime to support Donald Trump. They're dehumanizing Trump supporters. They're dehumanizing, like Nazis dehumanize the Jews. They're dehumanizing the Republicans. Let's also talk about the history of racism in the United States. The Republican Party was formed on a moral intolerance for slavery. The Democratic Party is the party of slavery. They started the Civil War to keep blacks as slaves. They assassinated Abraham Lincoln, the first Republican president, because they were bitter about losing their slaves and losing the Civil War. What are the Democrats doing today? They're bullying black people into staying Democrats because Republicans are racist. Really? The party that abolished slavery are the racists and the party of slavery are not racist? Think about that for a second. The only reason most black people don't vote Republican is because they've been bullied into not to, because the Republicans are racist. Well, they're not racist. The Democrats historically are the racist. Let's talk about building the wall. The Democrats are in the business of the Latino slave trade. They used to be in the business of the African slave trade. Now they're in the Latino slave trade. And the wall would end the Latino slave trade. Therefore, they have to stop it. And if impeaching the president, Trump, would stop the wall and continue the Latino slave trade, they're all for it. So the American people have a choice. You can go along with Latino slave trade Democrats. You can be in Master's Party. And to the African Americans watching this and the white liberals who feel a lot of guilt, why are you in the party of slavery? Why are you in Master's Party? Look up political history. The Democrats are the party of slavery. The Democrats owe black people an apology. Apology for slavery, apology for the Civil War, apology for the Klan, apology for the Jim Crow laws. They owe them an apology, and the Democrats should change their name to something with no black blood on it. In addition, we have an election. You have to decide, do you want to criminalize politics? Should the fact that somebody wins means that you try to indict everybody on their campaign, that you try to destroy their businesses and indict members of their family? The Democrats they would gleefully see an opportunity to indict Trump's children, to indict the foundation, the Trump Foundation. Why? They can't win at the ballot box, so they're going to drag people into court. Remember something else. The United States used to have a thing called attorney-client privilege. You could talk to your attorney, and that could not be used against you. Your attorney could not be forced to be a witness against you. Donald Trump has made the Democratic Party so immoral that they raided his attorney. There is no more attorney-client privilege in America. If the President of the United States doesn't have attorney-client privilege, neither do you. And the person behind all this is Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was an attorney in the Watergate investigation back in the 70s. She wrote a memo to the committee that President Nixon did not have a right to an attorney. He did not have the right to hire one. He did not have the right to have one provided for him. She did not believe that her political opponents had a right to an attorney. Now, 40 some years later, Donald Trump doesn't have attorney-client privilege. That comes from Hillary Clinton. And you don't have the right to attorney-client privilege either. If you're charged with a crime, anything you say to your attorney can be used against you. They can serve a search warrant on your attorney. They can search his computer, his office, his home, his phone. Everything you've told your attorney can be used against you. Your attorney can flip on you. That's what the Democrats do. That's what the Democrats have become. So if you believe in attorney-client privilege, if you believe in democracy, you have to vote Republican. You have to tell the media and the Democrats that America is a democracy. Trump gets 4 years. You don't indict his campaign. You don't indict his family. You don't indict him. You don't impeach somebody. The American people decide who their president is, and that's going to happen on the first Tuesday in November in 2020. And I expect, if this is their campaign promise, the hell with black jobs, the hell with the best employment history for women, we're going to impeach the president because the economy's well. I think the Democrats are going to lose. That's why their only hope of defeating Trump is impeachment. I'm Tim. You're watching My President Trump. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button. Tell all your friends about me. If you hate me, whether you love me, comment about me, spread the word about me. Thank you. I'm Tim. Thank you for watching.